Hello everybody, welcome back to Twisted V Twin Garage. Today we're going to get busy on this tractor. We're going to switch this tank out, put this bigger tank on it. Got a new Duralast battery in it, and start wiring this tractor, get some of these builds done, get ready for next season, because we are on a mission now. And we're going to make this happen. Get it all wired up, get everything done. Hope for the best, but I think it'll all work out pretty good. So I'm going to get this tank off. I'll bring you back here in a few minutes and show you what it looks like with the other tank on it. And then we're going to start wiring. Get this thing somewhat knocked out, get it back on its own setup, and we'll bring you back here in just a little bit. Alright guys, got the nut driver out. We're going to get this tank off of here, and we're going to be installing a bigger tank, because this tank will not supply the volume of fuel that this motor needs. The tank's not big enough to run this motor to keep it fed properly. So we're going to get this changed out. And rehook fuel lines and shut off valves and everything, so that we can shut the fuel off to the motor off the tank. That's a must. So once I get ready to put the new tank on it, we'll bring you back and show you what all that looks like. It's pretty interesting setting this all up. I don't know if we got any alcohol still in this. And we still got alcohol here. Valve shut off, yep. We'll have to get that tore off and get it out of the building here, because alcohol and a wood burner don't go together very well. So bring you back here in a little bit. Alright guys, got the fuel tank switched out, got a new tank on it, bigger tank on it, we got the battery set down in it. We're going to get this thing wired up, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about the Kohler Command V Twin. Only time I need power to this motor is to fire the motor. It makes its own spark. There's no juice ran for the coils. It supplies itself off the magnet on the flywheel. It will take a ground wire to shut this motor down. Once I ground it, it'll shut it down. Which I'm going to put a toggle switch panel in up here and put a push button to start it and a toggle flip switch to supply the power to the starter. And it's pretty well basic setup, but we got the tank on it, fuel lines are hooked up. That's a lot different from this little peanut tank to this tank. This tank will supply that motor. This little one, couldn't hold enough volume, so we'll just keep making different tanks until we get something that's going to supply it. But I do believe that this is going to supply it. And if that don't supply it, I hate to have to go that big, but we have more tanks. We'll build more tanks. Whatever we need to do to get this where we need to go. But I think that tank right there is going to do what we're wanting to do with this. We have a few more tanks. And then we got another trial tank right here with a side feed that was made here. So we'll just keep figuring out something, but I think this tank will do what we want to do to supply this motor. So we're going to start wiring this thing up, and we'll bring you back and show you more as we go, so we can get the front on this thing, get the hood on it, and get it shipped out to get it all lettered up for Just Creepin' tractor again, because this is the remake of Just Creepin', and it's going to look good, it's going to run good, sound good. The wife will really enjoy this tractor. So we're going to get into wiring and stuff, and as I go along, we'll be showing you what I'm doing, and I'll bring you back as soon as I get some wiring started up here, show you what I've done.